Table Topics Master. So it happens to the best of us. We sign up to be the Table Topics Master, and we say to ourselves, I'm going to come up with some really clever questions this time, make it one of the best table topics ever. And then the night before the meeting, we go to Google and type, show me some table topics questions. I'm not saying our club does that, but other clubs do. And we pick the first 5 or 10 questions that show up in the Google results, and then we go ahead with that, which means that club members often have to answer questions that don't require a lot of creativity. There's nothing wrong with that, but since we're in a club to get better communication, it's always good to have new ideas and liven up the meetings. So I have a few tips that Table Topics Masters can use to make that part of the meeting even more exciting and interesting. There's many other tips, but I'm just picking 3. Number 1, for people that are online, a good question for them might be something like that they can do since they're at home. So you can say, you have 30 seconds to go find something in your house that has a special meaning to you. Go. And then people usually scramble around and come up with something interesting. And that could be a good way for us to get to know them better, right? They might bring a trophy that they won in high school or college, or a a drink that's gone bad and they're still holding on to it after months and years. No. That was the first tip, and of course you can be creative with that. The second thing that I have here is holidays. Now we all know about Labor Day, Memorial Day, all the popular holidays, Valentine's Day. You can always have table topics around them. But did you know that there are so many non-traditional holidays in this country? They may not be holidays per se, but we have unique days, um, which you'll be surprised. They're called Big Bird's Birthday, International Cat Day, Eat a Frog Day, World Compliment Day, World Tourism Day. If you just Google today's date, there's a good chance that it is some day in the US or maybe in another country. So that would be another way to ask questions, which really gets people's creative juices flowing. And finally, laws. So we all know that countries and states, even within our country, many states have really strange, funny, outdated laws that still exist, even though they were installed 100 years ago. For example, in the state of Vermont, a wife must get her husband's permission to get false teeth. In Mexico, bicyclists are not allowed to lift their feet from the pedals. And in France, it's illegal to carry live snails on a high-speed train unless they have a ticket, the snail. The point is, you can always find strange, weird rules, and those are great table topic questions because it really gets people to think outside the box and not just talk about how their day went. So with that, I will end tonight's educational moment. Hopefully you picked up a tip or two, and we will stop the recording. And it is now time